Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Powersports Dealer Showcase session. Dave McMahon here. Glad you're spending some time with us today. Pleased to be joined today by Cassie Millette from the Warranty Pros. Just kind of connected with Cassie on LinkedIn here in the last handful of months. She's about a year, she's actually celebrating a year of your business called the Warranty Pros, right, Cassie?
Yep.
Yeah, that's awesome. Just some fantastic dealer experience yourself. And so we'll kind of get the background on you and talk about how dealers can capitalize with you and your business. But yeah, first of all, I want to hear about this drag racing background that you got into this thing from.
Yeah, so I grew up on the back of motorcycles. My dad was an enthusiast.
Mhm.
Never remember a time that he wasn't. He was a drag racer down here at Sacramento Raceway,
Okay.
and before I even got my motorcycle license, I was on the strip. I had my R6,
Oh,
and
that's
I was
awesome.
out. Yeah, I was out there bracket racing. It was a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun, and of course, as a young girl in high school, it was. I mean, it was the best thing that I could be doing. I'm sure it kept me out of a lot of trouble, but I did that for a few years and worked my way up to leader bikes. I was on a Gixxer 1000 by the time I was done with it was a had a stretch swing arm and nitrous and
Right.
all.
Yeah.
I mean, we
That's
had a
awesome.
lot of fun. So that's kind of where I got my
Yeah.
need for speed and love
It-
for the sport, and I've been in it really ever since. I don't drag race anymore. I do still ride occasionally, but
yeah.
yeah, that's kind
That's
of where I
beautiful.
got my foot in the door.
Awesome. And yeah, so I know you mentioned that turned into turning the wrench a little bit, right, to get your dealership side of the world started. Talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, so in high school, I was lucky enough to take auto shop, and that auto shop program offered ROP, which was where instead of sitting in a classroom 4 days a week, I was in a shop as an intern technician learning
Nice.
kind of the ins and outs. So I worked at Sacramento Raceway. There, they had a specific shop that they worked with, so I
Okay.
worked with them.
Nice.
And then Carmichael Honda was where I ended up
Okay.
after that for
Sure.
about 2 years.
Yeah.
So
And man, it's been cool to see your progression. So I know it was Reno Cycles and Gear. You had a nice tenure at, and then California Custom. Yeah.
yeah.
Just what were those experiences like?
Those are awesome. Reno Cycles and Gear was really where I got my start with warranty specifically. I was a service advisor there. They really needed the help with warranty. It was kind of lacking. So I really jumped in head first, really enjoyed it. That's where my now husband, he was my boyfriend at the time, he
Mhm.
started working with me there. That was the first shop we worked at together. And from there, we stayed together ever since.
Yeah,
So
that's
we
cool.
moved back to Sacramento, came to California Custom,
Yeah.
and I was there for about 6 years until breaking off and starting the
Yeah,
warranty pros.
that's awesome. Always like to see, people just saying, "Hey, it's time for me to start my own contribution to this industry." You're definitely doing that, and congrats on 1 year here that you mentioned in October. That's fantastic. So, what was it that gave you the inspiration or the impetus to kind of say, "Hey, I can do this"?
So I knew that I was, like I said, it's really my niche. When I was a young girl, I wanted to be a lawyer because I loved arguing. And I've always made the joke that if you can't be a lawyer, be a warranty clerk because you kind of argue just as much. So I
Beautiful.
really just found my niche with it, and I started getting good returns and realizing that instead of just sticking to one company, why couldn't I offer this across the board?
Sure.
While also affording myself the time to be with my family and
Yeah, right.
travel and do the things that I want to do while meeting more people in the industry and growing the business along the way. So,
Mhm. Fantastic. Yeah, so what are some of the, now that you've been at it yourself for a year, working with dealerships across the country, power sports, marine, did you say power sports, marine, trailer,
and tractor, yeah.
and
So,
tractor too on the ag side? So yeah, what is it, from power sports specifically, what are the dealers like surprised at when you return to them? They've engaged with you and you're saving them all kinds of money. And what are some of the surprising facts that come back from an engagement with you?
mainly it's the approval overages. So
Okay.
we see dealers request certain amounts from us, and with us being able to sit down and take the time to detail out each RO and tech notes and all of that good stuff, we're able to get a very decent overage past what the dealers request from us. Some dealers I'm seeing an average of 110%.
Oh, wow. That's fantastic.
It's yeah, and I mean it's really because you get a lot of the times, and one of the main complaints I hear from dealers is tech detail and notes, and there's a disconnect between a technician and a service writer. A service writer may not be as mechanically inclined as a technician is, so doesn't fully understand the tech speak that's on the work order, or how to break down what that technician is saying. So having the background that we have and being able to take the time that we do really gives us that edge.
It sounds like, yeah, you're kind of tailor-made with your background to to be taking this new company of yours to some big time heights. And I know you said your husband's a Polaris Master Tech, and he's involved as well. That's got to be nice to just another kind of 1-2 combo there.
Yeah, exactly. It's nice when I may not fully understand something, or I think that there may be, even when it comes to certain parts, if you have a dealership send you an engine rebuild job that may not have certain gaskets or certain things on there that they manufacturer should be paying for, you know what I mean? If they've missed it, and the dealership's going to realize they missed it when it's time to do the job, or however it is, it's nice just to be able to bounce those things off and be like, hey, I'm pretty sure there's something that's needed here, but what can you tell me? Can you give me the rest of that information? He's very good at what he does as well. So
right, that's cool. Yeah, so just you've been at it for a year, having success. What do you kind of see, just as the future, and where you hope to take this thing?
I mean, I see this thing growing. I mean, as big as it can, really. I just know it can get huge. I know that I can bring on a lot more teams. I like the idea of being able to be remote, giving more people the option to be remote with their jobs while still earning money and being with their family and all that good stuff. I really see this going big. It's getting people don't understand warranty. Some people don't understand warranty can be a really good source of income, and getting people to spend money on something that they're already spending money on is difficult sometimes. But when they see the returns and what is able to happen with it without having the overhead and the back end costs that they do with certain employees, and specifically for warranty, it definitely can be worth it. So I'm really excited to see where this can go.
Cool. Yeah. So if a dealer's interested, is it, like you have like a 15-minute demo, or kind of how does a dealer engage with you?
So they can reach out to me. I am offering free audits. So I take the last 10 warranty claims that they've processed and go through them myself, and let them know essentially where I could have maximized the return, or where I can see for some betterment in their system. Not to say that they're doing anything wrong, just to show them where we can help improve and become an asset to their team. So I am offering that. Some dealers haven't even taken that option. They just like to discuss the questions and the processing with me. So really it's just reaching out to us, and we will answer any questions that you have. And like I said, I can go through those work orders too, and give everybody a good idea of what we really can do. That's
super cool. I know, like your tagline, maximizing returns and minimizing hassle. I mean, it seems like it's a nice load for a dealer to take off their shoulders, to be able to have somebody like you to kind of pass that on to be able to go through with a fine-tooth comb type thing. What's kind of their reaction after they kind of see what you've been able to bring to them?
Well, we definitely see that we can open up areas for their team to focus more in-house, rather than having to deal with the computer side of nitpicking and fighting with manufacturers. So we've heard people rave about the fact that they're able to kind of move their service advisors, or even we work with companies that have warranty clerks in-house, and now those warranty clerks can turn and focus on getting people in the door rather than the processing side of things. So getting people in the door before their factory warranty expires, even if they don't think that they have warranty problems, for quick multi-point inspections, so we can, you know what I mean, start retaining more, and recall retention and all of that good stuff. So it really opens it up for them to focus on the inside of their dealership and their customers without having to worry about the back end processing.
Right. That sounds super efficient and profitable, and a lot of things that our dealers who watch these on the Powersports Dealer Showcase could be interested in. So, Cassie, thanks for taking the time today. And again, we'll be checking in with somebody else in the industry here on another edition of the Powersports Dealer Showcase sessions. And On behalf of Cassie, Dave McMahon here. Thanks for your time again.
Thanks, everyone. Thank you.